folks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather and I'm glad you're here today. I'm going out for a long run on a trail today, and I thought that while I was doing this I would tell you a little bit about how I adjust my running for the summer months. Now it is warming up here and we get a lot of humidity where I live, so I do have to kind of make some adjustments to how I think about training during the summer so that I can stay consistent and then start pushing a little harder when the temperatures start coming down again. So come along with me and I'll tell you a little bit about what I do to deal with the heat. Here we go. So the first thing that I do to deal with the heat is slow down. I spend a lot less time looking at my pace. Now, granted, when I'm on the trail, I'm not really paying that much attention to my pace to begin with, because there are times when you are just going to have to walk. If you're taking a steep uphill, for instance, if you're on a super technical part of the trail. So I try not to look at my pace too much, but when it gets warm, I tend to kind of run by feel. How much effort am I putting out? And a lot of times I may be giving a lot of effort and just not going very fast because the heat just drains that right out of you. So stop looking at the pace. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to take walk breaks. So that's the first thing that I do. The next thing I do is I try to plan a route with plenty of shade. Take a look and figure out what's the shadiest place that I can get a run in today. And sometimes that's not an option. So if you don't have access to shade, at least wear something to protect your head, like a hat or a bandana. But whether you have a shady route or you don't, you absolutely do not want to forget two things. First of all, protection for your eyes, because sun damage to your eyes, really hard to come back from. And number two, make sure that you are wearing sunscreen. Take it from someone who's had to deal with skin cancer. It is a headache to deal with, so anything you can do to protect your skin, absolutely wear it. If you're wearing sunscreen, make sure that you are reapplying at least every 2 hours. Next, let's talk about hydration. Now, hydration is going to be key because you're probably going to be sweating more, and if you're like me, I'm a very salty sweater, and I have got to watch my electrolytes. So that is definitely something I keep an eye on. I do keep some water with me, but I also keep a hydrator with electrolytes with me as well. And I try to concentrate on what it is I need. And typically I will start hydration the day before I have a long run or a race coming up, so that I go into everything already properly hydrated, and then it's just a matter of maintaining it as I go on a run. So make sure that you are watching how much you are taking in and how much is coming out, because you don't want to overhydrate either. So it's a delicate balancing act, but it's one that you should be able to get right if you're paying attention to your body. And finally, as long as we are talking about listening to your body, I make sure that I'm taking extra time to check in with myself. So again, that means making sure that I'm paying attention to when I need to slow down, when I need to hydrate, and just in general, when do I need to cool off? When is it getting too bad? Now, I will bring some cooling things with me. I have a cooling scarf that I can get wet and put on my neck. Keeping your head and neck definitely helps a lot. I know a lot of people that will run with ice packs in their hat. You can also freeze a water bottle and run with that, so that as it melts, you have nice cold ice water to drink as you are running. So you have lots of different options for trying to bring your core temperature down. And beyond that, you do need to be aware of some of the signs of different heat diseases so that you can head things off before they become a real problem. I'm gonna put a link down below to some of the signs that you need to be aware of so that you can be familiar with those. And there we are. It's a nice 10K run, doing a walk to cool down as I head back to the trailhead. But those are some of the things that I think about and concentrate on as I am adjusting to the heat, since we have a lot of heat and humidity here. So kind of enjoy it sometimes because it does mean that I'm able to push faster once it gets to the fall. I'm still able to maintain training, and humidity is kind of like poor man's altitude training. So got that going for me. But what are some things that you do in order to adjust to the heat where you live? How hot does it get where you live? I know it gets into the triple digits here, so a lot to think about during the summer. Why don't you let me know your thoughts down below. If you are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the other running content that I have coming out all the time. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are going to be down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thanks so much for taking this run with me. Hope you enjoy your summer or whatever it is in your neck of the woods. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. See you guys next time.